What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with a preview for the weekly reset coming to Destiny 2 on the 17th of February. Of course, we've just had Valentine's Day. This week, Bungie will celebrate Chinese New Year in some capacity in the game, so we'll touch on that briefly. Otherwise, they have some technical notes regarding name change requirements, new challenges they've issued to the community, and additionally we'll round up content, rewards, vendor stuff, and the rest of everything you can expect really from Destiny 2 inside of this week. Although, hopefully, we will get some kind of announcement from Bungie because, of course, next week there is the open playtest for Marathon. I imagine Bungie probably don't want to say too much in that week, especially if it's kind of negative press or anything like that. So, while it is absolutely not confirmed, I would assume if Bungie are going to be delaying Shadow and Order, they'll probably say something this week, but that might just be hopium. We'll find out shortly. Otherwise, let's get into the reset stuff. And so, first thing to be aware of, Bungie have said they're making adjustments to name requirements inside of Destiny 2. We don't know exactly what the new requirements will be, but I'm assuming they're going to, redact or ban certain characters or certain phrases from Bungie names. And so they are issuing a name token or a name change token to all players just in case we are actually affected by that. So we don't really know what the changes will be, but potentially, if you have anything a bit dicey in your name, it could be changed at the weekly reset. So just worth keeping in mind, and we'll see how that plays out on the 17th of February. Something else that Bungie have spoken about coming up for this week is a Praxic time trial challenge. So they've said, for players who can complete a full run of the Equilibrium dungeon in 20 minutes or less with all members using the Praxic blade, will be eligible for a new emblem called It Binds Compels. So this starts Tuesday, February 17th. It actually runs for 2 weeks up until March 3rd. It only requires a normal mode run of the dungeon, and no feats are required. But everyone must keep the Praxic blade equipped for the full run. So that's basically it. 20 minutes is fairly tight for the Equilibrium dungeon, although it's certainly doable. And it's a little bonus community challenge really this week, I suppose. So let us know if you might jump into that down in the comments section. Additionally, on the Renegade side, of course, if you've earned any weekly shipments, they will show up opposite the Spider. Spider will also give us that selection of death marks, and there is the Territorial Prophet quest, which actually resets on a weekly basis. So this one will drop infamous versions of the weapons, which come with the accelerated assault origin trait, so basically Renegade shinies. Takes a little while to get it done, but you can knock out multiple contracts at once. So if you're still hunting shiny weapons from Renegades, that will refresh on Tuesday. We'll also get a refresh for the Vanguard alerts, where the challenges for both the quick play versions and the Grandmaster will offer shiny versions of the weapons. So those will reset on Tuesday and we'll see what we get. We will see a refresh for the Eververse store. Quick shout out to Gaming Animal, who's done an Eververse schedule for this season. It's been quite reliable so far. Keep in mind it has the potential to change, but it makes sense that this week Bungie will be featuring a bunch of their Chinese New Year rewards. So we have things like the Festive Lantern Shell that'll be coming up for Bright Dust. On top of that, the Lunar Growl exotic ship, Rabbit's Chase exotic sparrow, and the Leporine Jubilation ornament for Risk Runner. Sometimes Bungie do an extra bundle of Bright Dust as well on these weeks, and the Taken chess piece or the Taken knife set chess piece should be featured in the store, but just keep in mind, it does have the potential to change, although has been completely correct thus far. Outside of that, for the weekly reset, keep in mind the refresh will also affect Kepler content. Primarily, the 2 weekly missions here will change, and there'll be a new opportunity for the weekly rewards with the bonus power. So you can play those and get some early tier 5 drops if you're below maximum power level right now. Otherwise, of course, there is the loot cave that you can farm for stuff on Kepler as well. Outside of that, looking to the world tab, any of our kind of legacy raids and dungeons are now totally farmable. So if you want the exotic or legendary loot from things like Deepstone Crypt, whatever it may be, we can farm away for those. Other legacy content, of course, includes stuff on the Dreaming City, where this week the Ascendant Challenge is Sumerian Garrison, which can be found via the Chamber of Starlight in Rear Sylvia, so pretty easy to get to, but if you want a video showing the location for that one, I'll run it at the end of the video. For today though guys, that is what we have to speak about in this one. So, as always, I hope it's been useful. If it has, a rating would very much help us out on the channel. Also be sure to hit subscribe and I'll keep you posted with more Destiny content. As I said at the start of the video, I feel like this week Bungie may communicate something about at least the short-term future of Destiny 2 with relation to the Shadow and Order potential delay, the delay that we assume is happening. Because while some folks would say, I don't think Bungie are going to talk about Destiny at all until after Marathon, it just seems very unlikely that they would completely not announce a delay and then not release a piece of content which is actually on the roadmap, right? And if Bungie have to pick between this week and next week is that Marathon Server Slam. This week will probably be relatively quiet in contrast to that, and of course, we had the big State of Play announcement last week, so nothing's guaranteed, but this does seem like the most likely point in time where Bungie will say something, so fingers crossed for that, but We'll find out in the next few days. For the moment, thank you as always for watching and the continued support. Very much appreciate it. And whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.